This is what guys are worried about with rejection. Big words are gonna come up on the screen.
Rejected.
Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna talk about the mindsets behind fearing rejection. If you're like me, when I was starting out, when I was 19 and 20, I was really scared of girls rejecting me. I was terrified of it. And the biggest thing that's gonna hold you back in life in general, not just with women, is the fear of rejection. And ultimately, fear of rejection is literally running your life. Like, fear is running your life, and you can't live life being controlled by fear. It's like no way to live. And honestly, it should piss you off, right? Like, I have this excited, fun tone when I'm on these videos, but dude, at the end of the day, like, it's kind of bullshit if you're gonna let fear run your life, right? Like, no one wants to do that. By letting go of fear of rejection, you're gonna be able to achieve total social freedom. And what I'm gonna cover in this video is, first, what is rejection? I know that this part sounds boring, sounds like bullshit you don't wanna listen to. This is probably one of the most important parts. You have to be open to, like, what is rejection? You have to understand what rejection is if you actually want to let go of it. After I break down what rejection is, I'm gonna give you the mindsets on how to actually let go of rejection. 4 reframes that'll help you let go of rejection inside of your head. And then I'm gonna give you an action plan to go let go of rejection, to actually make sure rejection is never something that holds you back. And obviously this is something that you're gonna have to work on for the rest of your life, right? There's always gonna be something that you're scared to get rejected about. You're scared to fail. And my goal here is to not let you live in fear any longer. By the end of this video, hopefully you can do that. So first, what is rejection? You have to understand that for our whole lives, we've been trained that rejection is bad. Failing is wrong. You're a bad person if you try for something and you don't get it. You never should have tried in the first place. And that is true, but it's only true for average guys. It's true for the average chump, the average chode that you don't want to be like. These guys that are with girls they don't even like that much. These guys that settle into relationships that are totally shit. These guys that are jerking themselves to sleep thinking about a girl that they wish they had instead of the girlfriend they have. Or they're just completely alone. These are the guys that tell you rejection is bad. These are the guys that tell you, no bro, never get rejected. It's really bad. You should never have to deal with that embarrassment. And that is fucking pathetic if you're listening to those people. Because why would you listen to people or society that tells you something if they don't have what you want? When you're listening to these people that are average, that are telling you that rejection is bad, what are you actually hearing from them? You're hearing, hey, if you want to be like me, if you want to be average and mediocre, you should listen to me. And that's bullshit, right? You don't want to be average. No one wants to be average. If you're watching this channel, you want to live life in abundance. You want to have an abundance of women, abundance of options, so you can make an educated choice on the girl you want to spend the rest of your life with. And if that's your goal, then what the hell are you doing trying to be average? So let's get into the mindsets. What are these mindsets? These mystical thought processes that are going to help me let go of rejection forever, stop living in fear like a little bitch. Because this is where I was, and I needed these 4 mindsets in order to let go of this. First, mindset number 1, who gives rejection power? You have to acknowledge that you are the one. You are the only person that gives rejection power. It is not society. It is not other people. It's not people judging you. You are the person giving rejection power. When you get rejected by a girl, you're the one saying, I'm not good enough. I must not be as good as this girl. I must be this guy that sucks with women. I'm probably creepy. I probably came off wrong. Not she had a bad day, or I could have done something better with my process, or it says nothing about me, it's just the actions I took. You're saying that it's you, and you're making a value judgment on yourself based on the rejection. At the end of the day, what this comes down to is letting fear dictate your life. And when you let fear dictate your life, you're setting a standard for who you are and the man you want to be. And you don't want to be a man that lives in fear. Trust me, it is the worst thing you can possibly do. Living in fear is the most pathetic, cowardly, makes us feel like shit. We hate it. But we do it because it's easy. And that's a big problem. So the next mindset I want to talk about is how rejection is a requirement. So from now on, for the rest of your life, no longer is rejection something that you should be avoiding. No longer is rejection a bad thing. It's actually a requirement for success. Rejection is not a requirement if you want an average life, for sure. It's not. It's something that, you can go through life and never get rejected. You can float down the river of life and just be okay, right? You can do that, but it's not something that is acceptable if you want a life that is extraordinary. So for me, I met my dream wife. I'm so happy with the woman that I married. It's because I didn't let rejection hold me back. I let myself get rejected hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times, and I was okay with being rejected. And that is why I was able to meet the ideal person for me, and I have the ideal relationship that I have. That's why I have it. I'm so happy because I was not afraid of rejection. Or at least if I was, I realized that it was a requirement of life. When you don't view rejection as a requirement, you're literally submitting like a little bitch to fear. Fear is this big boogeyman that's holding you back. and you're letting it affect you. You're letting it dictate your actions. Why would you let an emotion, something that's outside of yourself, control your life? Why would you do that? So what's the solution for that? Well, instead of getting mopey and crying and, oh, who's going to save me? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get actually pissed off and realize that you've been letting fear control your life for years, for months, for hours. Any amount of time, any time unit that you let fear control you is too long. If there's a girl that you want to approach, you should go approach that girl, because rejection is a requirement. If you want to get an amazing girlfriend, rejection is a requirement. I just want you to remind yourself of that every time you feel a fear of rejection. Rejection is a requirement. If I want to be okay with who I am, if I want to be the guy that has a life he's happy with, I need to be okay with rejection. And that's just what it is. And if you have people judging you for going after what you want and realizing that rejection's a requirement, maybe you get rejected 3, 4, 5 times, and you have someone come at you and judge you like, why are you doing this? You're failing. You're just getting rejected over and over. Just realize that you don't want to be like that person. They're projecting their insecurities. They see you going for what you want, and they feel bad that they're not going for it themselves. Mindset number 3 is that you are getting rejected either way. No matter what, you are always getting rejected, okay? All these guys are scared of... I don't know if you know in GTA 5 how it says like wasted when you die, just like wasted on the screen. When that happens, this is what guys are worried about with rejection. They're worried that the screen of life is gonna go black and big words are gonna come up on the screen. Rejected. Okay? But I wanna reframe this entire thing for you. Okay? If you see a girl that you want to approach and you don't, rejected. Okay? I just want you to imagine, just pops up on the screen, rejected. If you see a girl that you want to approach and you approach her in spite of the fear and you get rejected, boom, rejected. Okay? The worst fear happened to you either way. No matter what happens, no matter what the result is, you're rejecting yourself or you're getting rejected. So if you tell yourself you can't do something, you are rejecting yourself. You are getting rejected. You're getting that worst case scenario of boom, loser, rejected. You're rejected. You're getting that result. So it's not something to be ran away from. It's something that's going to happen either way. But at least if you push through the fear and you go for what you want, you at least have the option to get some control over it. You at least have some control over your life where you can make changes, you can make adjustments, and you can actually make a change to your process and you can get better. So by forcing rejection, you're actually forcing yourself to make mistakes, which means that you're going to get better rather than just getting rejected for the sake of rejecting yourself. Fourth mindset, and this one is huge. What is the alternative? If you never get rejected, what happens? Nothing. Nothing changes. And the cope here is going to be, well, it's normal to get rejected, right? It's normal to get rejected and not go for what you want. That's the thing. Do you want to be normal? Look around at all the normal guys. Like, I'll go to TikTok videos and I'll see these, like my wife will show them to me, about guys that hate their girlfriends. Like, guys will make a video about like, yeah, isn't it really annoying when your girlfriend does XYZ? I fucking hate her. And then all these guys in the comments are like, yeah, it's so annoying. I don't even like my girlfriend anymore. I haven't liked her for 6 months. It's like, these are the guys, these are the normal guys you want to be like? You want to be like these guys? Why would you want a normal life? Why would you want to be like them? Don't you want more? I know I do. That's why I made the channel. That's why when I was 19 and 20, started getting good with girls. I started approaching all the time and getting rejected because I knew that rejection was a requirement. I knew that the alternative was bullshit. So I had to go for what I wanted. So either you're willing to live with the same bullshit over and over, or you can just drop your ego and go for what you want and be willing to fail. Because at the end of the day, this is just an ego problem. The reason you're afraid of rejection is you're worried that you have this overinflated sense of ego. You think that you're so cool. You think you're so awesome. And that for some reason getting rejected will like show you that you're not. But you know deep down you're not that cool. You know you're not getting results you're happy with. Why are you holding on to this fragile ego? Doesn't make any sense. I'd much rather let go of my ego and just be fine with sucking at something than sit around all day talking about how I definitely could get that girl if I wanted, but I'm just tired right now. Oh, I'm just focused on my goals. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're just scared of rejection. So what's the action plan? After watching this video, I want you to go force rejection. Go talk to a girl. Force rejection. Make it happen. Every time personally, I'm afraid of getting rejected. I go force it. I go force rejection. Whether that's approaching a girl I want to talk to, or messaging people that I am shy to message, or trying to make connections, talking to a new friend, whatever it is, I try to force that rejection. Because if you don't force rejection, you cannot grow. If you don't force failure, it's impossible to improve. And so if you're really about it, if you're really about improving your life, then you will force rejection. It is not an option to not force rejection. It is not an option. All right. Hopefully this video helped you. Send this to your lesbian sister, Carrie. She's also afraid of rejection. Okay. She likes girls. She's shy to admit it, but she does. And she's too shy to talk to girls. So this will help her not die a virgin. Send this to anybody that will help. And I'll see you guys in the next one.